Peace family, Roundtree here. Hey, so I've been getting a lot of people asking me about the difference between a business credit card and a business line of credit. So just want to come in and give you guys a little bit more information on really what the difference is. So now a business credit card is pretty much, you have an actual credit card. You go to the store, you swipe it, you pay for charges, et cetera, et cetera. A business line of credit is where you actually go into the bank and the bank gives you a line of credit where you can extract cash. They can give you checks where you can write checks against it. Or some banks also offer a debit card against the card. So it's almost like a bank account where every time you use it, pay it back, the money is revolving again. Now, the two differences when you actually apply for them. Usually with the credit card, your business can be open and established for one day. So literally you could have set up a business yesterday. The ink is dry, it's registered with the Secretary of State. You got your EIN number. Hopefully you're bank compliant, all that good stuff. You can apply for a business credit card today. Literally, that's that quick. Now you got to have the credit in place and all that good stuff. Of course, a couple other underwriting guidelines that they look for. Now with the business line of credit, most banks typically want you to be in business at least 2 years. Also, a couple other caveats. Banks typically may ask for 2 years worth of tax returns, may ask for proof of income. And so this is why it's really important when you're applying for a business line of credit. And I want to talk about this primarily because it's tax season right now. So I know a lot of us are, starting entrepreneurs. You're just getting your business off the ground. You may have just hit that 2-year mark. Be careful about writing off all your expenses because and I see this happen a lot, especially with newer entrepreneurs. They don't have a tax strategist, none of that stuff. So let's say you made $100,000 in 2019 and you're trying not to pay the IRS. So you write off 80 grand and your income, your cash flow, your revenue after expenses is $20,000. So now you can't go to the bank and say, hey, I made 100,000. No, you didn't. You made 20,000. And so what the bank is going to do is they're going to base your income for the business off of the 20,000, not the 100. Remember, you expense 80,000. So it's really important that we stop writing off all our expenses, especially if we're trying to play in the big boy leagues. And that's what I like to say. So I always say we have to stop having a poor person's mentality. Poor meaning passing over opportunities repeatedly. Has nothing to do with your financial or economic situation. And I say that because a lot of us, when we're writing off all these expenses because we don't want to pay Uncle Sam, it makes it harder for us to get funding from banks. It's going to make it harder for you to be able to refinance your properties and do home equity lines of credit and pull out any equity and all that good stuff. So especially if you're completely self-employed. So you got to pick, the lesser of the two evils. You're going to have to either show some income and pay Uncle Sam, but this is why you got to prepare. This is why you get a tax specialist. They're going to show you how to set aside self-employment tax and all that good stuff and all those different strategies. And so this is why it's really good to budget. This is why it's good to have a financial strategist, a credit strategist, a tax strategist, all that good stuff. But again, the difference between a business credit card and business line of credit, a business credit card, actual card that you swipe, business line of credit, you have a line of credit that you pay into that has a revolving balance. Both of them are great for creative financing strategies. Anybody who knows me, they know, I totally believe in leveraging credit when you're creating assets, not to go on trips, not to, squander and all that stuff. It's all about creating assets. It's about creating generational wealth. And my favorite word, it's all about creating leverage. So hopefully you learned something. This is Will Roundtree. Make sure you go and pick up both of my books today. Credit is King, as well as Full-Time CEO, the shit they don't tell you. And I'll see you guys at the top. Oh, and make sure you tune in to FICO Friday tonight. I'm going to be talking about the new FICO 10 scoring model. The FICO 10 scoring model. We'll break that down, dispel all the myths. So no need to worry. I got you. Tune in tonight, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace.